Hello, this is Dr. Amini. Today I would like to talk about EB1 program, specifically for scientists, researchers, inventors, and all the people related into fields of science and art and education. Of course, the program is also extending for people who are like athletes and coaches, as well as artists. But today I'm specifically focusing on talking about the program of EB1, which is the US green card under the category of EB1. EB1 is an abbreviation for employment-based first preference. It's in fact an extraordinary ability of the people who are into science, arts, education, business, and athletics. If we want to talk about the researchers, inventors, scientists and all, this group of people, to qualify under the program, either they have to have a world recognized prize, achievement, like a very high achievement and a world recognition in their field, or they should have 3 of the following 10 factors which I will be discussing. What does it mean? It means that if you have already achieved a very high, like let's say a big prize internationally with big recognition in the world, you are qualified for the program. With this single achievement, you will be able to apply for the green card and to become a US citizen, of course after fulfilling some certain requirements, especially for the residency and the time that you will be staying in US after you get your green card. But if you don't have that, still you don't have to worry, because there are other factors that could qualify you. Today I want to talk about those 10 factors, and I will be reading from the website of the EB1 program so that you know what are these 10 subcategories that you have to have at least 3 of them to qualify. The first one is evidence of receipt of lesser nationally or internationally recognized prizes or awards for excellence. Well, initially I talked about like the big international prizes. That itself alone can qualify you. But if you don't have that, if you have still lesser nationally or internationally recognized prizes in your field, you will be able to claim one of the factors of the 10. The second factor is evidence of your membership in associations in the field which demand outstanding achievements of their members. Like for example, if you are a member of a big organization in your field of national or international recognition, and to become a member of that organization, it requires high achievements, and not everybody can do that. And you provide different, let's say, evidence that proves this claim, you will be able to claim the second point of the EB1 program out of the 10 points. The third one is evidence of published material about you in professional or major trade publications or other major media. What does it mean? Well, in your field, whether it is science, whether it is art or whatsoever, whether you are a professor at university, if you have been like accredited by other critics and they have written about you, about your work, about your, let's say, expertise area, about your articles, about your achievements. If you have been an inventor and you have made some invention which has contributed greatly in the field of your expertise to a national level or international level, you will be able to claim another point out of the 10 points that we are discussing. The fourth one is evidence that you have been asked to judge the work of others, either individually or on a panel. It means that if you have been requested by panels to judge on other people's work in the same field of your expertise, and you have been in a position that you have been given this credit and you have the evidence, you will be able to claim another point. Well, there are so many even international websites that you can be a judge. You can judge the articles of individuals, of the publications that they have got. And at the meantime, it can be like, for example, a gathering, a seminar in which group of people are judged by a group of judges in a panel. So you will be able to claim another point out of the 10 points. The next step is evidence of your original scientific, scholarly, artistic, athletic, or business-related contributions of major significance to the field, to your field. In the field that you are working, if you have done something significant, which is recognized by the guild, by the group of the same organization that you are working. It can be, for example, in IT. It can be in science. It can be in human sciences. Well, then you will be given a credit for this achievement. The next one, which is mentioned here, is evidence of your work. Evidence that your work has been displayed at artistic exhibitions or showcases. This is of course for artists, because today we are not talking about artists. I will not go through this item. Of course, the words are self-explanatory and it shows that what does it mean. The next one is evidence of your performance of a leading or critical role in distinguished organizations. In the field that you are working, in the organization that you are working, if you have done something important and you are a distinguished member, you are a distinguished person in this field, and people are using your, let's say, evidence for that, your achievements, and it is like a source. For example, maybe in education, you are a writer, for example, you are an author. You have written a lot of books, and these books are, let's say, either the bestsellers in your field of specific area that you have written. It can be anything, or like, for example, it can be a reference. For example, if you are a professor and you have got your own books taught in university to the students, and it is like a national or international source, then you are considered as a person. See, imagine, for example, maybe you are an inventor, right? Maybe even you do not have a PhD. Maybe even you don't have a master. You have got just a high school diploma, but you have done some very important thing. People have talked about you. You have been asked to be a judge in a panel. You have been a member of organizations of inventors, nationally or internationally. You are qualified for this program. As long as you have got 3 out of the 10 factors that we are talking about them, you will be able to apply for the green card for US under the EB1 program. The next case is evidence that you command a high salary or other significantly high remuneration in relation to others in the field. If you are a big achiever financially in the same field of expertise you have got, it means that you have been focus of attention and your work has been of value to others and you have been paid highly. It can be anything. Any type of remuneration which is leading. Maybe you have written, for example, a book, and the book has become a bestseller, and you have made a big amount of money out of that, and with that specific single book, people have talked about you, and you have been like recognized in your field, then you will be able to qualify. As you see, this program is really very much vast and huge in regard with the number of the people who can qualify. As long as you have extraordinary abilities in your field and it has been recognized nationally or internationally, you will be qualified under this program. The next one is evidence of commercial success in the performing arts. This is of course in art, cinema, theater. If like you have been a director and you have made a huge amount of money, or a producer and you have made a huge amount of money, and you're like, let's say, for example, film has been recognized internationally, it has got a lot of prizes, you will be able to apply for this program. So the last part that I want to talk to is, because we are talking about the researchers, scientists, inventors, and all the related fields, as I mentioned, your degree is not the important thing. Of course, it's very important. But what is important is that you have to have a collection of at least 3 factors out of the 10 factors that I talked about. You have to have them to be able to claim for the program and to achieve the success of getting the green card of US. It was nice talking to you today. If you have benefited from this video, and if you feel that you have got other friends, other colleagues in the same area of yours, and they can be also benefiting from this program, I would appreciate that you share my videos with them. You can follow us in YouTube, and you can contact us, you can email us. Wherever in the world you are, we will be able to help you in achieving the program. It was nice talking to you, and have a great day. Bye-bye.